Welcome to Wrestling Sphere. WWE superstars aren't just athletes, they're machines built for impact, intensity, and non-stop action. But behind every powerful slam and lightning-fast move is something fans don't always see: the fuel. What these wrestlers put on their plates is just as important as what they do in the gym. From massive protein-loaded meals to shockingly clean diets, today we're diving into what WWE wrestlers really eat to stay in peak condition. You might be surprised by what keeps these legends going. Let's jump in. Goldberg, the muscle god with a special diet. If you think Bill Goldberg, one of WWE's legendary names, just wakes up looking like a Greek god, think again. Achieving that massive physique and incredible strength took relentless hard work, and more importantly, a strict diet designed to fuel and grow his powerful muscles. Goldberg became a WWE icon in the 1990s, known for his hard-hitting moves and unique wrestling style. But maintaining that chiseled powerhouse body hasn't been easy. His muscle mass and endurance weren't just handed to him. In fact, every day of Goldberg's life revolves around a rigorous eating plan, from nutrient-packed breakfasts to recovery meals after intense training sessions. Even after his retirement in 2004, Goldberg made a jaw-dropping return to WWE in 2016 with a showdown against Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series. To prepare for that comeback, he had to completely revamp his nutrition to meet the demands of building more strength and muscle mass. He even doubled his daily food intake just to add a few critical pounds of lean muscle. One clear example: Goldberg drinks 4 to 6 protein shakes a day. Each shake is loaded with essential nutrients: muscle milk powder, protein, amino acids, bananas, strawberries, honey, oats, and even peanut butter. These shakes pack in a massive amount of protein and energy, helping him maintain his bulky frame and recover after grueling workouts. But it doesn't stop at shakes. His breakfast typically includes 6 servings of oats, 20 blueberries, and honey. Post-workout, he downs a dozen eggs along with bacon, toast, avocado, and another protein shake to refuel. And that's just the beginning. Goldberg also eats 2 gluten-free pizzas topped with ground beef, followed by more protein shakes. His meals continue with high-energy dishes like pho, shrimp, sweet potato fries, shredded beef, and yes, even buttered popcorn to finish off the day. Maintaining a high-calorie intake is crucial to keep his body strong and muscular. On top of that, he takes hydration seriously, drinking at least 1 gallon, about 4 liters, of water daily. There's no soda in Goldberg's diet. That alone shows how committed he is, treating nutrition like a full-time job to sustain his body and performance. With a diet like this, it's no surprise he's able to keep up such an impressive physique and unmatched power. If you've ever admired Goldberg in the ring, just remember, behind that fierce image is a relentless routine of training and disciplined eating. Muscles don't grow on their own, and to keep them, WWE stars like Goldberg fight not only their opponents, but also their own limits at every single meal. Ryback, the human wrecking ball with a giant physique. Ryback, a name that once rocked the entire WWE universe, is the epitome of raw power and explosive intensity in the ring. Weighing in at around 291 pounds, about 132 kilograms, and standing tall with an imposing frame, he was often compared to Goldberg for his muscular build and fierce fighting style. But Ryback wasn't just a machine built to crush opponents. He was also a warrior deeply committed to taking care of his body, especially through his meticulous approach to eating. During his peak in WWE, Ryback left an unforgettable mark, not just with his brutal moves, but with the sheer presence that made both fans and rivals hold their breath whenever he stepped into the ring. From giants like Mark Henry to seasoned stars like John Cena, no one took him lightly once he picked up momentum. In 2015, he reached a career milestone by winning the Intercontinental Championship in a nail-biting elimination chamber match, overpowering 5 other contenders with the same relentless strength that built his legacy. His motto, "Start full, finish empty," perfectly captures Ryback's life and fight philosophy. Every match was a full-throttle war, and to give everything in the ring, he had to fuel himself with a carefully crafted nutrition plan. His signature phrase, "Feed me more," wasn't just a chant, it was a daily reminder of how he powered his body to perform at its best. Ryback ate between 8 to 10 meals a day, refueling every 2 to 3 hours. Instead of following extreme fad diets, he focused on clean eating, with an emphasis on high-protein foods and complex carbs, fuel for his intense training sessions. His meals often included whole wheat pasta, grilled chicken breast, tuna, steamed sweet potatoes, and top-quality steak. Everything was measured to help build muscle while keeping his physique lean and shredded. That said, Ryback wasn't overly rigid. He allowed himself the occasional cheat meal, like when he tried McDonald's Cajun Bacon Ranch Deluxe Crispy Chicken Sandwich and reviewed it on his personal YouTube channel. While he knew it wasn't the ideal choice, his massive training load and recovery habits like sauna therapy kept him in top form. For Ryback, the secret was always balance, eating at the right times, training smart, and occasionally treating himself. Because when you're Ryback, a true muscle monster, a burger is just a small indulgence on the road to domination. Jinder Mahal. A story of rising through adversity. Jinder Mahal's journey is one of the most remarkable stories in WWE history. Unlike some stars who start off with favorable conditions, Mahal's rise is a powerful testament to willpower and relentless effort. From being an overlooked wrestler, he fought his way to becoming a WWE champion, overcoming countless obstacles that would have made many others give up long before. From the early days of his career, Jinder didn't hesitate to go up against WWE's biggest names. His bold challenge to the towering Great Khali surprised many. Even though his initial appearances were marked by defeat, his passion and determination never wavered. Rather than backing down, Mahal chose to shift his approach, trying new strategies and forming unexpected alliances that slowly helped him carve out a name for himself. Still, his path to the top was anything but easy. After parting ways with WWE in 2014, he spent 2 years working on himself, not just honing his in-ring skills but also transforming his physique. When he returned in 2016, fans were stunned by his complete transformation. He had bulked up, leaned out, and looked stronger than ever. That hard work paid off in 2017, when he shocked the world by defeating Randy Orton to capture the WWE Championship. Every step in Mahal's journey has been marked by discipline and resilience. To build and maintain the body required for high-intensity matches, he follows a highly structured diet and training routine. One of his core strategies is a high-protein, complex-carb diet. He starts his day with light meals like oatmeal, sweet potatoes, and protein shakes, often paired with lean proteins like chicken breast, salmon, ahi tuna, and fresh vegetables. Whey protein and bananas are also key parts of his plan to sustain energy during demanding workouts. To keep his energy levels up throughout the day, his diet includes plenty of chicken, rice, pasta, and turkey, offering his body a constant source of fuel. Hydration plays a critical role, too. Mahal drinks about 2 gallons of water daily to stay hydrated and speed up muscle recovery. Despite the strict regimen, Jinder isn't overly rigid. About once every 2 weeks, he allows himself a cheat meal to mentally recharge. This break helps him stay balanced and keeps his nutrition plan sustainable in the long run. Another key factor in his transformation was partnering with a meal prep service. This move eliminated the stress of sourcing quality food or planning meals. Everything is prepared and portioned in advance. He also made the major decision to give up alcohol completely, a choice that's helped him keep his body in peak condition. Looking back on Jinder Mahal's path, it's impossible not to admire his perseverance and drive. Through scientific nutrition, unshakable discipline, and a deep passion for wrestling, he has proven that nothing is out of reach if you're willing to put in the work and never give up. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Power and iron discipline in every meal. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, synonymous with strength, charisma, and unwavering determination, is one of the greatest icons in WWE history. Born into a wrestling dynasty, he inherited not just the blood of warriors but also a relentless drive to reach the top through grit and personal effort. His father, Rocky Johnson, was one of the first black men to win a WWE championship and is enshrined in the Hall of Fame. His grandfather, High Chief Peter Maivia, was also a legendary figure in wrestling. But that legacy was just a launching pad. The Rock began his career in 1996 as a clean-cut, likable babyface, but the crowd didn't connect. Wasting no time, he reinvented himself as the Brahma Bull, cocky, electrifying, and unforgettable. With catchphrases like, "Know your role and shut your mouth," and "Just bring it," he became the heartbeat of the Attitude Era, going head-to-head with giants like Stone Cold Steve Austin and Triple H. In 2024, The Rock returned to WWE, not just as a legend, but as the face of a new era, teaming up with Roman Reigns to become the ultimate boss of the ring. But behind the legacy, the fame, and the show-stopping performances lies an astonishing diet, one that fuels the massive frame and incredible stamina that define him. Unlike most people, The Rock eats up to 7 meals a day, consuming over 5,000 calories, twice the intake of an average adult. His routine isn't casual. Every day, he devours more than a kilogram of cod, hefty steak cuts, chicken breasts, dozens of eggs, plus brown rice, oatmeal, sweet potatoes, and greens. Everything is meticulously calculated to support grueling gym sessions, relentless cardio, and the punishing stunts of Hollywood blockbusters. To balance his intake, he adds healthy fats from peanut butter and fish oil. 6 days a week, every single meal is measured to the gram. There's no room for slip-ups. But come cheat day, The Rock unleashes like no other, polishing off 12 syrup-covered pancakes, 21 rich chocolate brownies, and 4 massive pizzas without breaking a sweat. The Rock doesn't just dominate in the ring or on screen. He's the embodiment of absolute discipline, fierce passion, and a mindset that never stops pushing forward, even in the smallest details, like every bite of every meal. John Cena, the unbeatable icon of discipline, on and off the ring. When Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson stepped away from the WWE spotlight to conquer Hollywood, another name rose to carry the torch and lead the company through 2 major eras, the Ruthless Aggression era and the PG era. That name was John Cena, not just the face of WWE for nearly 2 decades, but a symbol of resilience, sportsmanship, and heart. With 16 World Championship reigns, tying the legendary Ric Flair, Cena cemented his legacy as one of wrestling's greatest of all time. But his influence stretches far beyond the squared circle. Cena released a chart-topping hip-hop album, starred in Hollywood blockbusters, and, perhaps most touchingly, granted more wishes than anyone else in history through the Make-A-Wish Foundation, proof of the enormous heart behind his powerhouse physique. Cena first made waves in WWE when he stepped up to challenge Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle, a match that earned him instant respect from the wrestling world. He soon introduced fans to the Doctor of Thugonomics, a hip-hop persona with razor-sharp rhymes and bold charisma. His breakthrough came at WrestleMania XXI in 2005, when he defeated JBL to win his first WWE Championship, launching a reign that would dominate for years. With the motto, "You want some? Come get some," Cena welcomed all challengers with confidence and intensity. To maintain his chiseled, action figure-like physique, Cena follows a highly disciplined nutrition plan. He consumes about 3,600 calories a day, split into 7 smaller meals to fuel his grueling workouts and rapid recovery. His diet centers around protein-rich foods like chicken, tuna, egg whites, oats, brown rice, and leafy greens, all geared toward maximizing muscle growth and performance. His mornings begin with a bowl of oats and eggs, followed by a convenient protein bar post-workout. Lunch usually includes 2 servings of steamed or grilled chicken breast, brown rice, and boiled vegetables. For his 4th meal, he opts for a whole wheat pita stuffed with tuna, quick, easy, and nutritionally dense. Before dinner, he drinks a whey protein shake. His evening meal typically consists of chicken, whole grain pasta, or more brown rice, plus a fresh salad for balance. To cap off the day, Cena finishes with low-fat cottage cheese and one last protein shake before bed. Though now competing part-time, Cena remains one of the most physically impressive and enduring superstars to ever step into a WWE ring. His unmatched discipline in both training and diet has been the foundation that's kept him at the top, a true legend built on consistency, character, and an unbreakable work ethic. Seth Rollins, the performance machine and the art of balanced eating. Next on the list is Seth Rollins, a superstar who not only electrifies fans with his high-flying moves but also impresses with his disciplined and thoughtful approach to nutrition. For Rollins, food isn't just fuel. It's a vital part of what keeps him performing at his peak every time he steps into the ring. Whether at home or on the road during WWE's demanding tour schedule, Rollins makes sure every meal remains balanced and intentional. While traveling, he often takes advantage of quiet mornings to visit local diners, his way to unwind while enjoying his go-to breakfast: eggs, potatoes, and pancakes. Unlike many athletes who stick to egg whites, Rollins eats the whole egg, yolks and all, for a complete source of healthy fats and protein. A hot cup of coffee is his morning ritual to kickstart the day, especially before hitting the gym. On days he skips coffee, he opts for a pre-workout supplement, but never both. Discipline, for him, is non-negotiable. In the gym, hydration is key. He regularly drinks water or electrolytes to keep his body performing at its best. After workouts, he starts recovery immediately with a protein shake, followed by a full, well-rounded meal that includes all the essential nutrients. One thing that sets Rollins apart is his ability to stick to his meal routine no matter where he is. He travels with prepped meals stored in a Yeti cooler, each one carefully portioned and tailored to his needs, rich in protein, healthy fats, and clean carbs. Chicken thighs and avocado are two of his staples, delicious, nutritious, and perfect for supporting muscle recovery and growth. Of course, Rollins knows how to let loose too. After a packed touring schedule, once he's back home, he doesn't hesitate to indulge in his favorite cheat meals, extra cheesy pizza, flavorful tacos, or a few scoops of ice cream. He enjoys every bite without guilt. To him, balance is everything. Strict discipline to build the body, but also knowing when to reward yourself. That mindful approach is what defines Seth Rollins. Not just a powerhouse in the ring, but a model of strength, endurance, and sustainable living. It's this harmony between work and reward that fuels his ability to dominate every WWE arena he enters. Brock Lesnar, the muscle beast fueled by unbreakable discipline. While Seth Rollins chooses a balanced diet to match the pace of life on the road, Brock Lesnar represents the opposite end of the spectrum, absolute discipline. No snacks, no compromises, just meat, protein, and raw power. Standing 6 feet 3 inches and weighing in at 266 pounds, Lesnar isn't just a wrestler, he's a phenomenon. Fans call him many names, the Beast Incarnate, the Conqueror, or simply, the Anomaly. Whatever the title, one thing is clear, Brock Lesnar has earned every bit of it. From NCAA heavyweight wrestling champion to WWE title holder just 6 months after debuting, and later claiming the UFC heavyweight belt in only his 4th pro fight, Brock Lesnar defines domination. He doesn't just win, he overwhelms. His most iconic moment? Ending the Undertaker's legendary 21-0 undefeated streak at WrestleMania, becoming the one in 21-1, and etching his name permanently into WWE history. Even during his collegiate wrestling days, WWE saw the monster potential in Lesnar. He debuted on Raw on March 18, 2002, and instantly made waves. With Paul Heyman by his side, Lesnar won King of the Ring, then defeated The Rock to become the youngest WWE champion at the time. After nearly a decade away from the ring, he returned in 2012, and didn't miss a beat. From John Cena and Randy Orton to Roman Reigns, no one was safe from the fury he unleashed. At the core of Lesnar's success lies one unwavering principle: discipline, especially in his diet. He follows a high-calorie, protein-rich meal plan built almost entirely around meat, with a heavy emphasis on chicken, fish, and most importantly, wild game. Raised in South Dakota, Lesnar has been connected to rural life since childhood, hunting his own food from a young age. To this day, he still hunts and prefers meat sourced from local butchers, hormone-free, antibiotic-free, and exceptionally lean. This clean, natural nutrition keeps his body in peak condition. Beyond meat, Lesnar also grows his own vegetables to ensure a solid intake of fiber and essential vitamins. He drinks plenty of water daily and supplements with protein shakes to maintain his massive frame. Fast food and processed snacks are off the table. He sees them as useless. Every meal is carefully planned to match the demands of his intense training and recovery. With a punishing workout regimen, Lesnar requires precise fuel, and he never compromises on quality. Brock Lesnar doesn't need the spotlight to shine. He is the storm. And within that storm, everything begins with one rule: discipline. Not just inside the ring, but in every single meal. Big Show, from an 18,000-calorie giant to a symbol of self-control. If you think eating 5,000, or even 3,600, calories a day sounds excessive, get ready. Big Show, the legendary giant of WWE, once consumed a jaw-dropping 18,000 calories in a single day. Standing at 7 feet tall, 2.13 meters, and weighing over 400 pounds, 181 kilograms, at his peak, his massive frame demanded an enormous energy intake, and he never hesitated to deliver. Big Show made an unforgettable debut in 1995 by defeating Hulk Hogan to win the WCW World Championship. When he joined WWE in 1999, his reign of dominance continued. He not only captured the WWE Championship but also became the first superstar to hold the top titles in WWE, WCW, and ECW. His victory in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal at WrestleMania 31 cemented his status as a living legend, not just for his intimidating size, but for his extraordinary career milestones. And just like his towering presence, his eating habits were larger than life. He once admitted to downing up to 18,000 calories in a day. That's right, Big Macs, fries, milkshakes, apple pies, and even 20 tacos in one sitting. His light breakfast? An omelet made from 20 eggs, a jug of milk, some juice, and a whole tub of ice cream to wrap it up. But time catches up with everyone, even giants. Big Show has openly said, "When you're young, you can eat like that and stay big and strong. But one day, you look in the mirror and realize, you can't keep living that way." That wake-up call led him to change not just his lifestyle, but his entire perspective on health and longevity. Today, Big Show represents discipline and balance. He frequently shares workout videos on social media, revealing a leaner, fitter, more determined version of himself. His current meals are shockingly modest, about 10 ounces, 280 grams, of protein from fish or chicken, a small portion of carbs like sweet potatoes or brown rice, and a side of vegetables. No more calorie binges. He now eats like a mouse, as he jokingly puts it. From being a walking food furnace to a figure of transformation and restraint, Big Show continues to inspire, not only with his legendary knockout punch but with his powerful journey towards self-mastery and health. Yokozuna, the unstoppable giant and the price of ultimate power. When talking about WWE legends whose size defied all norms, Yokozuna stands as a towering figure, both literally and symbolically. At 6 feet 4 inches and nearly 600 pounds, around 272 kilograms, he wasn't just a big man. He was a walking mountain, dominating the ring as if it belonged solely to him. Debuting in 1992 under the guidance of the cunning Mr. Fuji, Yokozuna quickly became a terrifying force for anyone who dared step into the ring with him. Trained by the wild Samoans, he combined sheer power with surprising agility. He didn't rely solely on his massive frame to crush opponents. He could unleash swift side kicks or execute belly-to-belly suplexes so powerful they seemed to shake the entire arena. Every move, every fall, was a nightmare for whoever stood across from him. Throughout his career, Yokozuna defeated a long list of legends, including Bret, the Hitman Hart, The Undertaker, and Hulk Hogan, names that alone command respect. His finishing move, the devastating Banzai Drop, where his full weight came crashing down on his opponent, left a lasting mark on WWE history and a trail of broken challengers. But behind the fame and dominance was a tragic truth. The very body that made Yokozuna a legend also became his greatest burden. Despite his surprising speed and agility for his size, his weight eventually became too much to manage. He struggled with it throughout his life, and tragically, passed away at just 34 years old from heart failure. A heartbreaking end for someone who symbolized pure power. Yokozuna's diet was as massive as his persona, and exactly what you'd expect from a man of his size. According to Jimmy USO, at one family barbecue, they grilled around 100 turkey tails, and Yokozuna devoured nearly half of them himself. It wasn't just a meal, it was a battle of proportions, offering a glimpse into how his massive frame became such a destructive weapon in the ring. Though his story ended far too soon, Yokozuna's legacy continues to live on. He was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, a testament to the respect and admiration he earned. Yokozuna shook the WWE not just with the Banzai Drop, but with his larger-than-life presence, both feared and admired, a force that will never be forgotten. Braun Strowman, when rage needs fuel. If you've ever seen Braun Strowman in action, you understand why he's called the monster of all monsters. Standing 6 feet 8 inches tall, 2.03 meters, and weighing around 385 pounds, 175 kilograms, Strowman is more than just a giant. He's a walking nightmare. Every step he takes rumbles through the ring like thunder, and every strike lands with the force of a raging storm. He started his WWE career as the black sheep of the Wyatt family, but it didn't take long for Braun to break free and explode into his own spotlight by 2016. With overwhelming power and an aggressive style, he racked up major achievements like the Universal Championship, the Intercontinental title, and a 2018 Money in the Bank victory. Still, it's not just the titles fans remember, it's the jaw-dropping chaos. Flipping an ambulance with Roman Reigns inside, smashing Brock Lesnar through 2 tables, or delivering a superplex that practically blew up the ring. After a break due to injury, Braun returned in 2022, forming an unexpected but exciting tag team with Ricochet. Not long after, he stepped away again for neck surgery. But by 2024, Strowman made another comeback, leaner, stronger, and more terrifying than ever. With a body like his, it's no surprise his diet is nowhere near normal. On a light eating day, he'll down 10 eggs, eating just 4 yolks, 2 grilled chicken breasts, a double serving of fries, a glass of orange juice, and a strong black coffee. After workouts, his go-to reward is sushi, but not just a few bites. Braun can put away 50 pieces of tuna sashimi and 4 full bowls of rice like it's nothing more than an appetizer. Rather than holding on to his bulk, Braun made a conscious decision to transform. In recent years, he's dropped over 45 pounds, 20 plus kg, and adopted a more scientific approach to eating, focusing on lean proteins and controlled carbs. His mornings now begin at 6 a.m. with 20 egg whites. No sugar, no sauces. Just clean fuel for a combat machine. For Strowman, everything serves a purpose: to be stronger, faster, and ready to crush anyone who dares stand in his way. Andre the Giant, the colossal man with a bottomless stomach. When it comes to WWE superstars with truly otherworldly size, no name stands taller, literally or figuratively, than Andre the Giant. Standing at a staggering 7 feet 4 inches, 2.24 meters, and weighing over 520 pounds, nearly 236 kilograms, Andre was the living embodiment of the word giant. He wasn't just a wrestler, he was a phenomenon, rightfully known as the eighth wonder of the world, both in name and in presence. Instead of viewing his massive size as a limitation, Andre used it to his advantage, stepping into the world of professional wrestling at just 18 years old. After building a strong reputation in Japan and Canada, 1973 marked a turning point when Vince McMahon Sr. brought him into the then WWF. From that moment, Andre became a sensation wherever he appeared, so much so that he even turned down an offer from the NFL to focus solely on wrestling. Andre held one of the longest undefeated streaks in WWE history, nearly 15 years without a single loss. He faced off against legends like Big John Studd, King Kong Bundy, and, of course, Hulk Hogan, whom he famously slammed at Shea Stadium in their legendary 1980 showdown. Outside the ring, Andre's legacy wasn't just about his strength, it was also about his legendary appetite. The stories sound like myths, but they're all too real. He was known to devour 12 steaks and 15 lobsters in a single sitting. And beer. Estimates suggest he consumed around 7,000 calories a day, from beer alone. His drinking feats became the stuff of wrestling folklore. Sadly, that incredible body eventually took its toll. In 1993, Andre passed away from congestive heart failure at just 46 years old. WWE honored him as the very first inductee into the WWE Hall of Fame, a fitting tribute for a one-of-a-kind icon who left a larger-than-life legacy both in and out of the ring. Roman Reigns, the tribal chief's meal plan to stay on top. Roman Reigns isn't just the face of WWE, he's the embodiment of dominance, strength, and sheer physical presence. But his godlike physique isn't built on charisma alone. Behind every Superman punch and spear is a disciplined routine powered by clean, calculated nutrition. Known as the Tribal Chief, Roman doesn't just rule the ring, he rules his body. And to maintain that combination of lean muscle and explosive power, his diet is designed with military-like precision. Every meal, every macro, every drop of water, all of it serves a purpose. Roman's day typically starts before the sun rises, and so does his fuel. Breakfast is clean but powerful, a massive serving of egg whites, lean turkey sausage, steel-cut oats, and avocado slices. He often adds fresh berries for antioxidants, along with a scoop of whey protein blended with almond milk. It's not just about calories, it's about performance. Once he hits the gym for strength and conditioning, the post-workout meal becomes just as critical. His go-to recovery combo: a grilled chicken breast the size of a heavyweight's fist, paired with sweet potatoes, quinoa, and steamed broccoli. A second protein shake, loaded with BCAAs, creatine, and clean carbs, helps replenish what the workout burns off. Lunch and dinner are where Roman ramps things up. Think bison burgers with no bun, wild-caught salmon, grilled asparagus, brown rice, or sometimes a big spinach salad topped with olive oil and pumpkin seeds. It's clean, lean, and always high protein. He avoids fried foods and anything heavily processed. No sugar bombs, no energy drinks. Roman Reigns treats his body like a championship belt, something that needs to be defended every day. His diet isn't flashy. It's functional. It's clean. It's designed for one thing: domination. The Undertaker, the dead man, and his admirably disciplined way of life. There's no need for a lengthy introduction. The Undertaker is already an immortal icon in the hearts of WWE fans. For over 30 years, he was the cold, ominous figure haunting every step inside the ring. Towering, intense, and unlike anyone else, he emerged from the shadows, striking fear with moves like the chokeslam, Last Ride, and the iconic Tombstone Piledriver. He first debuted at Survivor Series 1990 as part of Ted DiBiase's $1 Million Team, and immediately turned heads by facing off against some of the biggest names, including Hulk Hogan. From that moment on, he dominated every major stage, slowly building a legendary legacy that includes multiple WWE and World Heavyweight Championships, 6 tag team titles, and a Royal Rumble win in 2007. But The Undertaker wasn't just known for his power. He was a trailblazer for WWE's most chilling match types: casket matches, buried alive, and Hell in a Cell, memorable showdowns that still give fans goosebumps. His journey came to a close on November 22, 2020, at Survivor Series, exactly 30 years after his debut. In 2022, he was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, a fitting tribute to a once-in-a-generation legend. Standing 6 feet 10 inches, 2.08 meters, tall and weighing around 310 pounds, 140 kilograms, The Undertaker commands respect not just for his presence in the ring, but also for his disciplined lifestyle. Even after retirement, he maintains a strong, lean physique thanks to a clean and balanced diet. His meals mainly consist of lean proteins, complex carbs like sweet potatoes and brown rice, along with fruits and vegetables. According to his family, he has a particular love for eggs, a simple yet nutrient-packed staple. Though he may have stepped away from the spotlight, The Undertaker remains an eternal icon, not just because of his unforgettable matches, but also thanks to the professionalism and unwavering dedication he showed throughout his entire career. In WWE, every move starts with the fuel behind it, and what these superstars eat is just as intense as how they train. Be sure to like, subscribe, and stick with Wrestling Sphere for more behind-the-scenes looks into the lives of wrestling's biggest icons.